but एक professional examination में top करना is a big achievement, I think, and it has also boosted my confidence to a much greater extent. Okay. Welcome back to my channel. As you all know, I'm Kavya Mishra, a third year medical student who is currently pursuing her MBBS in a government medical college in the state of Maharashtra. In this video, I'm going to talk about how I secured 636 marks in my first professional MBBS examination, and I might share some of the study tips and tricks. Talking about the pattern of examination, we are having 3 subjects, but in total we are having 6 papers. Like anatomy के 2 papers होते हैं हमारे पास, part 1 और part 2 होता है, और उसके दोनों के syllabus अलग होते हैं. So you should be knowing कि किस paper में कौन सा topic आने वाला है, and और उस topic में भी कौन सा ऐसा topic है जिसका सबसे ज़्यादा maximum weightage रहने वाला है उस particular paper में, ताकि आप वो topic को अच्छे से पढ़ के जाओ. और उस particular topic में भी, जैसे कि बात किया जाए कि paper 2 में abdomen आता है, so abdomen में आपको कौन से important चीज़ें, when the rectus sheath and the abdominal wall, anterior abdominal wall is extremely important topic. Talking about the head, neck and face, the midbrain, the spinal cord, उनके mid sections के diagrams आपको बहुत अच्छे से thoroughly आने चाहिए, और ventricles के diagram, because they have repeatedly asked. I also remember कि एक LEQ आया था मेरे paper 1 में. So पहली बार जब आप रीड करना स्टार्ट करेंगे तो आपको वर्ड टू वर्ड सब कुछ पढ़ना है, भले आपको समझना कुछ ना है, बट आपको एक बार तो उसे रीड करते रहना है, एंड जो भी आपको समझे उसे आप एक बार हाईलाइट कर दो, लाइक जो भी आपको लग रहा है कि इंपॉर्टेंट है. देयर इज समथिंग कॉल्ड भलानी. You should refer to that because it's like the key question bank for first year. Like people say that most of the questions are coming from that question bank only, क्योंकि वो previous year questions जो भी आए हैं उन सबको compile करके वो book बनी हुई है. तो I think you should buy that book and you should mark all the SAQs and the LAQs that is given in the Bhalani, and you should keep on reading and revising them multiple times, because the probability of those questions to be asked in the paper is very very high, honestly speaking. But मैं बात करूँ तो there are so many systems which are correlated to each other, so it would be easier in the later parts of the year that you are going to be revising it in a integrated manner. जैसे आप anatomy में HNF पढ़ रहे हैं तो उसके साथ आप physiology का भी CNS साथ में revise कर लो, so it would be giving a better understanding of that particular topic. Well, I may proceed subject wise now. So let's begin with anatomy, which is the most important subject and the most difficult subject of first year. So as you all know, anatomy is extremely vast. It consists of upper limb, lower limb, abdomen, as well as the head, neck and face. To find Vishrant Singh a bit easier, the language is easier, the representation is also better. But for other topics, I was sticking to BD Chaurasia because it's the gold standard book, and it's actually a nice book. Like you just have to keep on reading it. The most important approach for anatomy is, practicing as many diagrams as you can, because that's the key. And every teacher will tell you that you have to draw diagrams, because it will fetch you like at least 2 to 3 marks, even if you don't know the answer properly. But at least if you are knowing the diagram, at least you can visualize it and you have a better idea of the concept that's there. Now with respect to the diagram, there are color codings basically. So there are specific color pencils that you have to use, and you might be knowing it, but generally speaking, red color is used for arteries, yellow is used for nerves, brown is used for muscles, green is used for fascia, blue is used for veins. So usually the key to anatomy is just giving it multiple readings. In fact, key to any subject is to read it multiple times. The most important thing for me was that, my first reading used to be, I used to read everything when I was going through the book for the first time, when I opened the chapters for the first time, and it is very very difficult to understand what is anatomy. It's a totally new subject for us, and it was a nightmare for me, honestly speaking. But eventually I have got distinction in anatomy in my first year, and I'm proud of it. You can find various YouTube channels as well as apps online which will help you for a better understanding of anatomy, because it is very very easy to actually visualize how a nerve is going through the body, how the arteries are passing back and forth, and how is the placement of the various abdominal organs, and it will give you a better understanding of that particular topic. So you should definitely refer to those YouTube videos. For instance, I used to refer to Johari, and I used to make short notes out of Johari because it was very very precise, and the way he used to tell the answers and the points, that actually what the examiner expects you to write in the theory paper. Talking about embryology and histology, see, these two subjects are not having a major weightage in the examination of anatomy paper, but they're important, you know, for understanding the subjects that you're going to have in the later years of exams. Like histology is extremely important because pathology जो है आप ultimately second year में figure out करेंगे कि pathology is nothing but histology, पूरा का पूरा histology ही होता है. तो you should be having a basic idea of all the histological structures, but I would suggest that don't emphasize much time on studying histology and just go behind all the Bhalani questions and just prepare them and revise them. Now कुछ important topics histological, like I remember कि वाइवा में भी पूछते हैं, वो है कॉर्निया के लेयर्स, बहुत ज़्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है. एंड और भी ज़्यादा कुछ इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक्स है हिस्टोलॉजी के, जब भलानी के थ्रू जाएंगे तो आपको आइडिया आ जाएगा. टॉकिंग अबाउट एम्ब्रियोलॉजी, नाउ IB सिंह, इंदरवीर सिंह एज यू नो, इज़ द बुक फॉर एम्ब्रियोलॉजी जो मैंने रेफ़र की थी. बट मैंने एम्ब्रियोलॉजी मोस्टली तो यूट्यूब से स्टडी किया था. देयर आर वेरी नाइस यूट्यूब चैनल्स. I would put the link in the description if you want me to put the channels for embryology, because that ma'am used to explain it in such a well manner that I used to take out notes from those YouTube lectures. Because you know, investing in coaching classes, online coaching platforms are also there. Many of my friends have taken those coaching platforms, but I have only passed my examination by self-study. Well, my father is also a doctor, so he also, I had a plus one because he used to explain me certain concepts that were difficult, and I had few of my friends. The teachers were also extremely helpful, so you can clear your doubts on a regular basis, which is very good habit that you should put on, because it's important for being an interactive student, talking to your teacher, you know, coming in focus of your teacher, because then it would be helpful for you to understand a particular topic. And socializing as a doctor is also a very very important thing. And अभी मैं third year में आई, तो I know the importance that okay, you have to be interactive, you have to be interactive with the patients, you have to be interactive with your teachers, you should know to answer, you should be confident. Moving on to the second important subject, which is physiology, which was my most favorite subject. सच्ची बताऊँ तो partial credit can be given to our physiology ma'am, because she was such a sweet person and she used to explain it in such a nice manner that I actually fell in love with the subject. And physiology is all about understanding, it's all about concept and बहुत ज़्यादा basic चीज़ है. The gold standard book जो American like foreign authors का है, वो है Guyton, and मैंने start किया था Guyton read करना for you know the basic general physiology के topics के लिए, but Guyton is very very vast and it was too difficult for me to understand. The language was extremely difficult, so I shifted to GK Pal. That is also a very nice book and I have read the entire GK Pal at least 2-3 times. तो पहली रीडिंग में मैं क्या करती थी कि जो भी है मैं सब कुछ पहले पढ़ लेती थी, एंड जो मुझे इंपॉर्टेंट लगता था वो हाईलाइट कर देती थी. उसके बाद फिर भलानी से शॉर्टलिस्ट करती थी जो भी क्वेश्चन इंपॉर्टेंट है, फिर उनको हाईलाइट करती थी. उसके बाद सेल्फ नोट्स भी बनाए मैंने. तो मैंने पूरे फर्स्ट ईयर में खुद से अपने नोट्स बनाए हैं अपने iPad पे, जो बहुत ज़्यादा हेल्पफुल थे, क्योंकि एग्जाम के पहले पूरी टेक्स्ट बुक को रीड करना इज़ वेरी वेरी डिफिकल्ट. एंड फिजियोलॉजी में बहुत कंसेप्ट्स है, तो अगर आप फ्लो चार्ट्स के फॉर्म में अपने नोट्स बनाओगे तो बहुत ज़्यादा ईजी रहेगा आपके लिए. यू नो, कार्डियक साइकिल रिवाइज करना, CVS बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, फिर रीनल और न्यूरोमस्कुलर जंक्शन, ये सब जो टॉपिक्स है, स्केलेटल मसल यूनिट है, जो रेस्पिरेटरी है, ये सब बहुत ज़्यादा स्कोरिंग और छोटे छोटे टॉपिक्स है. तो आपको कोई भी टॉपिक स्किप नहीं करना है फिजियोलॉजी में, और आपको सब कुछ थरीली एक बार तो रीड करना है. जो आपको कंसेप्ट समझता नहीं है वो आप किसी से पूछ लीजिए या यूट्यूब पे देख लीजिए. एंड अगर आपने कोई कोचिंग क्लास लगाया तो ओके, यू कैन वॉच दोस लेक्चर्स. आई डोंट नो हाउ इफेक्टिव इट इज़ फॉर फर्स्ट ईयर because I don't have any experience about coaching classes, but I think the most important thing is self study. That's the key to score good marks. And for physiology, you have to have a better understanding of the topic, you have to go in detail, you have to go in depth of that particular topic, because physiology is going to be forming the foundation of your understanding for, you know, the further subjects that will come in your next year. नाउ हाउ डू यू राइट योर आंसर इन फिजियोलॉजी. तो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट चीज़ है, हमारी मैम ने हमको बोला था कि आपको बड़े बड़े पैराग्राफ्स में नहीं लिखने की ज़रूरत है, आपको पॉइंटर्स के फॉर्म में लिखना चाहिए, आपको फ्लो चार्ट्स बनाने चाहिए, एंड आपको जहाँ नेसेसरी है वहाँ पे डायग्राम्स भी बनाना चाहिए, बिकॉज इट विल गिव यू एन एक्स्ट्रा एज. द एग्जामिनर विल हैव अ नाइस इंप्रेशन ऑफ योर आंसर पेपर, एंड इट्स वेरी वेरी डिफिकल्ट टू रीड ऑल द आंसर्स दैट यू हैव रिटन, बट यू नो यू शुड. मेरी एक हैबिट है कि मैं जो भी आंसर लिखती हूँ इसमें मैं हमेशा की पॉइंट्स को अंडरलाइन करती हूँ पेंसिल से, ताकि जो एग्जामिनर है उसका फोकस जो मेन वर्ड्स है जिन्हें मैंने हाईलाइट किया उन पे जाए. तो इट्स इंपॉर्टेंट दैट इफ़ यू आर हैविंग 15-20 minutes left during our examination, then you should recheck your paper and underline all the important and keywords, that will give an examiner an opinion that your answer is going in the right direction. It's very very helpful and it is a very very solid pointer, I'm telling you. काफ़ी बड़ा मिथ है लोगों के बीच में कि आपको MBBS में बहुत बड़े बड़े पेजेस का आंसर्स लिखने होते हैं, कि अगर कोई 5 मार्क का क्वेश्चन है तो उसके लिए आपको मिनिमम 6-7 पेजेस लिखने हैं. बट ऑनेस्टली मैं बताऊँ तो इट्स not how it works. You know, what is important is the content of the answer. तो अगर 5 मार्क का क्वेश्चन है आपका, तो इफ़ यू आर राइटिंग 1.5 पेज और 2 पेजेस, दैट इज़ मोर देन इनफ. एंड अगर एक LK है आपके पास, तो 4 to 5 पेजेस आर मोर देन इनफ फॉर राइटिंग एन LK, बिकॉज इट विल गिव यू अराउंड 6 to 7 मार्क्स इफ द कंटेंट इज नाइस. दैट्स द हाईएस्ट टेकन स्कोर. अगर आपका एकदम ही एक्स्ट्रॉर्डिनरीली अमेजिंग आंसर है जो एग्जामिनर बहुत ज़्यादा इंप्रेस हो चुका है आपसे, तो वो आपको एक 8 या 9 एंड कभी कभार 10 दे सकता है, बिकॉज यूजुअली स्टैंडर्ड डिडक्शन होता ही है. तो MBBS में लाइक आउट ऑफ मार्क्स स्कोर करना बहुत ज़्यादा डिफिकल्ट है, बिकॉज इट डिपेंड्स अपॉन द एग्जामिनर ऑल्सो, एंड द आंसर्स हैव टू बी एक्सट्रीमली प्रिसाइज, एंड इट इज़ वेरी वेरी डिफिकल्ट टू mug up literally the entire book and actually recollect. I hope this video helped you. Thank you so much for watching, and stay connected and stay tuned.